Hello and welcome to What Am I Rolling, a twice-monthly RPG one-shot podcast, hosted by me, Fiona. This week, I'm joined by my friends Matt, Ben and Jackie for Fiasco, an award-winning tabletop RPG by Jason Morningstar, independently published by Bully Pulpit Games. Inspired by films like Fargo and Burn After Reading, Fiasco is a GM-less game for 3 to 5 players. It's designed to be played within a few hours, with just some 6-sided dice and very little preparation. It's been described as an RPG about ordinary people with powerful ambitions, but with very poor impulse control. As Fiasco breaks up quite nicely into distinct sections, I'll go into a quick overview for each section before each part of the one-shot. You can also find out more about Fiasco by going to the Bully Pulpit Games website, that's bullypulpitgames.com, and I'll put a link to it on the What Am I Rolling website and in this episode's show notes. A quick note before we begin, naturally there are times in this one-shot where the players and myself as a GM, mostly myself this time, get the rules wrong or forget something plot-wise. Whilst we always endeavour to stick to the rules wherever possible, at the end of the day we all make mistakes, and what matters most is that everybody enjoys themselves. And with that, let's begin with the setup. As Fiasco is designed to run without a GM, the creative control of the story is shared with all the players, even when it comes down to determining who each player's character is. Each game of Fiasco uses something called a playset, which indicates the setting of that particular story. As well as the basic description of the setting, the playset also has the following: groups of relationships between 2 characters in the setting, groups of needs to be shared by 2 of the characters, groups of notable objects, and groups of notable locations. Each group and each element within that group will be numbered from 1 to 6. After the playset is chosen, each player will roll 4 6-sided dice, 2 light, aka positive dice, and 2 dark, aka negative dice, and place them in a central pool. In Fiasco, you normally use different coloured d6s to denote positive and negative dice. As we didn't have any for our session, we actually used different sized d6s, so we used big d6s for positive outcomes and small d6s for negative outcomes. The players will then go around the table, taking turns to choose a die, and using the value of the die to select a group or an element of a previously selected group to establish relationships, needs, objects and locations within the one-shot. After all the dice values have been used, each player will share with their neighbour 1 relationship and 1 need, location or object. The dice are then all returned to the central pool to be used as the game progresses. The players are then encouraged to talk about their characters, who they are, what they are called and how they relate to each other, and the objects, needs and locations their characters share. Once that is all established, Act 1 is ready to begin. What I need someone to do, first of all, is to roll all of the dice in the table for me.
Just pick them up and just roll them?
Yeah, all of them. That's a lot of dice.
You're a lot of dice.
Alright, and then if we put them up into sets, so just so we can see what we've got. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to make up our characters. So this is what we call the setup. We're going to go around one by one. We're going to take one of the dice, and we're going to pick something that on this sheet here. So I'll go first and I'll explain. Everyone needs a relationship with the person to their right and to the person on their left. So what have we got? We've got 2 1s, 1 5, 3 3s, 2 4s, 4 2s, and 5 6s. You need to take 1 dice per turn. So I think, what would I want with you? What's the relationship with you, Matt?
It's this kind of game.
I think I'll go for community. So I'll take the only 5 that's on the table and put it on here. I'll write down what it is.
So many.
Matt.
Is Matt called Matt in this game?
No, we'll get people's names right at the end. That's
I'm
the
not
last
even
bit.
called Matt in real life, man.
So Matt,
Yes.
you can now take a dice. So you can now describe your relationship with Ben, or you can try and put a special description for our relationship. So within the community setting, you could pick a dice from that pool and say, we're going to make it a tour guide or anything like that.
Okay.
But you have to take 1 dice from that pool and put it on here, and that will be complete.
I want to be a tour guide.
You want to be a tour
I
guide?
want to be tour guide.
All right, so if you give me that,
Yeah.
and then I'll write that down. So that's what...
So are we tour guides together?
No,
Maybe.
that's your relationship to me, isn't it?
But she didn't. Oh, she picked up a 5 for community. Okay.
Yeah, so
right.
5 community, and then you split it down to 3. So your relationship,
okay.
our relationship is tour guides.
Do I
So-
write anything?
So you can write community. So just more your reminder. So that's sort of our relationship complete as a result. So I'm going to just put that to one side. So Ben, you can now figure out what your relationship is to Matt in this game, or what it is to Jackie. So have a look and pick your dice from that.
Okay. Matt and I are going to be isolated co-religionists.
So you pick one for the first, so that you pick the subject, and then if there's another 6 when it comes back round to you, can define that more.
Okay,
so I'm
we're
community.
soul.
So soul. So,
No. I went for that one. So community.
So community again. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, so you,
that's
well, you
five.
5,
Oh, I
yeah.
see, sorry.
Well, there's no
Okay.
5s left, so
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to take the 3 then.
3. All right. So that's romance.
It is.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
So you put like relationship to Matt, romance, and
Yes,
you
sir.
put it on your side as well. Cool. All right, Jackie, you can define a relationship with Ben or your relationship with me. You can put so you've got 2 1s, so you can be something will work. If you've got 4, so
I
crime.
think I'm going to define my relationship with Ben as crime.
Excellent. Fabulous. So if you write down there on your category, relationship with Ben, crime. I'm now gonna start my relationship with you. So what we've got left, we've got 2 1s. Probably should take one of those 2s out. Yeah, actually, I'll go for a 6 because there are quite a few 6s. So I'll put soul for my relationship with you. All right, Matt. So you can define your relationship with Honey, but there are other things as well you can
Right.
choose. So you need at least a relationship with the person on your right and left.
Yes.
But you can define more things you need. So like you might need a need to motivates that relationship with that person, or a location, so where you guys are, where a scene could be later on.
Yeah.
And an object, so something that you want to get. So have a look through and see what you think.
Okay.
So we don't all have to do relationships as once, but at the end of it, we do need a relationship between everyone.
If we run out of these dice and all the relationships aren't formed,
There's always one dice at the end that can be a wild dice. So if it's to like plug a last little bit, we can do it. But it's all it is like collaborative storytelling.
So this is like my personal aim for the whole thing, right?
You're sort of what's your drive and what's it like with that relationship as well.
So it
possibly.
could be either with you or with Honey.
Yeah, you can choose whatever you want to be.
I went with a 4.
Mm-hmm.
To get respect.
To get respect with Honey.
To get respect with Honey.
How interesting. So that's a need that, yeah. So you've not defined your relationship with Jackie yet, have you? You've got
No, that's true.
But you've also can define something else with your Matt relationship. So
Okay, so right now I know crime and romance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just to clarify.
Yeah, that's fine.
The need to get off.
Can be whatever. It can be whatever you want.
Whatever I interpret it as.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Is that with Matt?
prescription painkillers
No more 3s.
on secret trip.
Oh, and I missed the more obvious to get laid, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can only choose out of it. You've got 2 1s, 4 2s, and 4 6s. So actually limits your options quite a bit. So it's either
All right. Well, I'm going to continue my romance of Matt.
yeah,
And I need to get laid. So
brilliant.
here we go.
So that's that. Need to get laid. Yep.
Yep.
So write that down on yours.
Brilliant.
How does that function as a
The
thing?
only survivors. Well, it's how we've interpreted it. So we could be like,
Oh, of something, not of this game. It's not like preempting that those two are going to die.
no. So it could. The whole point is like it could be some backstory that we were
Gotcha.
found somewhere. Remember, you've only got 1s, 2s, and 6s to go from.
Can't be equal to the streamer's gutted.
So needs are like drives for something. So something about these 2 people need to do something together. Objects
Okay.
is something that they might have or might want. Yeah.
Okay. So much choice. Transportation.
There's no freeze left.
Damn it. I forgot. 1, 2, or 6. Untoward.
Okay.
Is that, do I have to choose one of you with that? Is that, or is that just me?
Yeah. So it depends. So this is untoward object.
Mm.
So is it something to do with Ben or is it something to do with me?
I think it's something to do with you.
Okay. So if you write that down on our
Excellent.
relationship card. God damn.
So I just don't know Matt then.
You might know him through other connections.
Okay.
There's awkward mutual friends on Facebook that sort of see each other around, but we need
Yeah.
quite a...
On the ice. So I guess we could choose what object it is. It's just untoward, isn't it? So I think we'll probably go with something like... Yeah, we'll go for the candid photos of the deputy director. So write that down as well. So that'd be something that we've sort of come together. Again, maybe unknowingly I've done it, but as you've got a crime relationship with someone else, it could be something that you've built upon from there. All right, Matt. What have you got left?
I still need to establish my actual relationship with Honey. So I feel like if we're former spouses,
Alright.
I feel like that plays in play.
Former spouses.
Former spouses, yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I think there's a bit of a backstory which could be formative.
Perfect.
I need to earn Honey's respect. Honey needs to get laid, so maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, perfect. All right, Honey, you've got 4 2s and 2 6s left. What have you got left? Have you defined what's your relationship with Jackie?
We don't know yet.
We don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. So we have crime. So our options, Jax, are gambler and bookie, or drug people.
It's up to you.
Alright, I feel like we're going to be gamblers together.
Excellent.
Gambling with my candid photos. Fee and I are going to be the only survivors.
Oh. So then I want to have some sort of motivation or something for us being tour guides, I think. Or a location, actually. That might be better for tour guides.
If you look to your right.
Volcanic sensor around the Caldera Rim.
That's what
Inside Mount Erebus.
But again, these are 3s and 4s. We've only got 2s and 6s. But there you go.
You're stopping. No, I don't care about penguins.
But penguins, though. Right, it's going to be penguins. So we're going to be on Ross Island, world's largest Adelaide penguin colony. Right, Matt.
So are we tour guides somewhere else?
So that I would say that we've got to know each other through being tour guides at this location.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to have any other motivations or anything like that. But if you want to add something to it, you can. You can add something else to Ben. Because what we've got at least one location, one object, which I have with Jackie, and you've got Ben has a need, but you could have something as well.
I'm gonna go sentimental.
Okay.
Dog-eared black and white photo from better times.
Ben.
I feel the desperate need to clarify my need to get laid. So I'm going to clarify that I need to get laid by my sweetheart who has been strangely distant.
Because
Ooh.
we broke up.
Maybe you're not his sweetheart.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh.
shit.
Is that element or is that still category?
It'll be the element that you're defining a bit more of it.
Okay.
So that's a need, right? So yeah.
So it needs element.
I feel like I really want to be inside a volcano, but I also realise that I am not me, so I should really just dismiss all of
Well, no.
this.
So like what? So I guess you need to maybe.
What would Jackie not do?
Well, you've got gamblers with your crime stuff. Is maybe something to do with that, perhaps?
Oh yeah, we're gamblers.
You kind of define your relationship with me.
Objects or needs, I'm going to go with.
Maybe a need, perhaps something about the crime.
I have the need to get the truth about the locked room in B142.
All right.
And that has something to do with gambling. We're going to gamble our way there.
Write down the needs and stuff or locations or anything on this paper so people can see them, and a name of any character you want to be.
Can I give myself a title?
You can. Well, think about it. So we're in the Antarctic at this station. So I know we are sole survivors of something, but that doesn't have to be like that's not our job title.
Okay.
You could be like some sort of scientist there or something like that. I'm probably a tour guide, thanks to Matt, around the penguin colony. And you could be because you're in cahoots with Jackie about some sort of crime stuff.
Do I need a character voice?
You can do a character voice if you like.
I'm tempted to do a Welsh voice.
Perfect.
I can't do a Welsh accent.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay. I'm going to be Caris Jones.
Caris Jones, brilliant. That's such a good name.
I'm Tom Nerton.
Oh man.
I'm Chef Jeremy Watson.
Alright,
I expect lots of yes chefs, no chefs.
So we've now got vaguely our characters.
What's your name?
Peggy Burns.
Are you Scottish? You got to be Peggy Burns.
Oh,
No doubt
I
you're
hadn't
Scottish.
thought about that, but we'll see if an accent comes out. So we've got vaguely our location being in Antarctica. We should define ourselves a little bit more, but this is just more of us talking about it. So,
Okay.
What have we survived from? Would you say, Jackie? What's the incident that we've?
Put this on me now. Oh god.
Oh.
I meant to write my relation.
So I say because we're at this Antarctic location, so it's quite cold and stuff like that, and I look after penguins. Maybe we just got trapped outside one day and the big storm came up, and I don't know, the penguin colony died, but we survived.
That's the opposite of how nature works, you know that? Like, penguins would definitely survive that, and you would definitely die.
I knew it was a problem picking this one. Or we could be locked outside somewhere, or
The sole survivors of... It has to be something in the Antarctic.
Doesn't it? Could be just from something from our past, but I'm just thinking of location-wise. Why are we here?
There's
Yeah.
all 4 of us.
So I'm talking about our relationship now, but if you guys got any ideas...
Yeah, there's pretty low odds that we'd survive something else and then both turn up to the Antarctic. Yeah, we should survive something.
What do you
here.
guys think? What would be a good...
I've more or less got Karis's backstory down, I reckon.
Go on.
She's
Go on.
she's so just kind of bored by the bleakness of the Antarctic surroundings that she sinks into gambling with her good friend Chef Jeremy
Jeremy.
Watson. So Jeremy and Karis have illicit gambling dens where they gamble forever to waste away the time.
Nice.
And I'm so kind of consumed by gambling that I'm unaware that my spouse, my partner, who is named
Tom
Nurton.
Tom Nurton, has become so estranged from me that they have in fact believed that we are separated. Whereas I
I haven't seen him in months.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her.
Karis is a
Karis.
dildo.
Sorry, I haven't
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
her in months.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
I'm so like.
So do you keep? I'm guessing you kept your name then if you separated.
2018. We didn't do that.
You didn't do
Yeah,
that.
no, we
You
didn't
just
do that.
together. I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
want- I don't just. Okay.
So I kind of emerged from my kind of gambling den to seek out my husband for some much needed sex, and
Your ex-husband.
well, I don't know this because
gonna
I've
be
been so
it's gonna be a
absorbed in
rude
my
awakening.
gambling that it doesn't like cross my mind that he might have gotten impatient and left me.
Why are you on the
So
base?
yeah, why are you here? What's your purpose?
because
on
we
this?
thought we were going to get away to the Antarctic because it's exotic for like a romantic
You're a
getaway.
tour guy.
No, but that's the thing. Could you have brought her along with the tour
Yeah,
guide?
to see me in action, to see me at work, to meet my best
But
friend.
I haven't been doing much to gambling.
He's been gambling all his funds away. Nice, I like that. That's good.
I just want to get her respect.
And now I don't understand why he's being so distant, and I just want to sleep with him to like reaffirm
Perfect.
my fractured self belief.
Excellent, I like it. So that's defined pretty much your relationships with both Jackie and Matt. So what about you, Matt? Kind of defined the rest of that. so-
I dragged my wife here
Yeah.
to like see me in action, and she didn't want to know, and she's been off doing who knows what. It's been months.
Been
You know,
months.
we've just finished the trail, the Southern Lights of Antarctica, which I'm sure are a thing.
Yep.
I returned to the town, and like my wife is nowhere to be seen. So I'm.
And you've got some photos though, haven't
I
you?
do. I have a black and white photo from my first day, which I keep on me for
Aw.
luck. It's a photo of us two.
Aw.
We went through training together.
Yeah.
And I go and confide in Peggy.
And
and be like,
is that like
well,
a penguin also in the background?
There's like it's like doing a little wavy arm thing. Yeah.
That might have been what drove Karis to her gambling, is that you're keeping... the one photo you keep is of you and another woman.
Could you be a disgraced tour guide?
Oh, I'm a
And you
good
took me on a-
person.
and you took me on a tour,
got a year
and
ago.
only us two came back. There was like 5 people on the tour, and you lost 3 people.
Nice. I like that. So yeah, that could be sort of a secret of mine. What can we do about the candid photos that we've got of the deputy
Maybe the
director?
deputy director came on the tour and died, and we're like, we
They're a
took...
bit candid though. That's the thing. It's not pictures of the dead bodies.
I don't know why we have those photos. I'm not gonna lie.
I could say that you told me to hang on to these because you're actually using them as part of. It's been part of some sort of gambling thing, and it's been like, here are some candid photos of the director whilst we're
By
doing gambling.
candid, are we talking nudes, or are we just talking like...
I don't know.
Look,
It just said
because
candid.
Karis really needs sex, and she's not getting it, so she could really be like
So did-
after those nude photos.
Yeah, absolutely. So that it's just been gambled in the sort of thing. You had them, so
Who else
It's
lives
my
in
need,
India?
is all I know.
you've given them to me for safekeeping.
Okay, so that means I don't trust you not to come and steal them off me.
I mean, Karis wants what Karis wants.
Okay, how
The
many
seal's
people
just
did you
not
lose
doing
on your
it for you.
tour?
I'd say we lost everyone bar us.
But who was that? Like, how many? I think we took 3 snowmobiles. There was 6 of us.
What,
Okay.
2 in each snowmobile?
Yeah,
Oh, I was as the tour guide.
we were on the same snowmobile.
Snowmobile. Good. All right.
The client, snowmobile by themselves. That was our first error.
Well, it's
Well,
not
that's
me.
me. That's me. That's my problem. Okay.
Are you on probation, or are you just allowed back out to do any more tours?
I guess I've been here the same time as Tom Newton. So we had our first day together.
Yeah.
So
But like, are you on probation after you lost these people?
Well,
But
do
you
they know
won't-
do they know you've lost those people?
I feel like they would have to.
I could have just happened.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then we've not told anyone yet.
I don't like being complicit in this. Maybe
Says
no.
you gambling away.
Yeah, well, that's my own. That's on my own back. What's in
Amazing.
room B142?
That's your motivation. So what?
That's my motivation to gamble. So she wants nudes off me, and you.
I know the code. Because
You-
or you,
or you
just,
thi-
you're,
or
just
you
like,
think-
you're just like, I could sleep my way there.
You think that like, she would know or know a way to get that information?
She's friendly with all the security guards.
Oh,
Oh.
Is she?
Oh dear. Act 1, on each player's turn, they may choose to either establish or resolve. If a player chooses to establish, the contents of the scene, so the people, the place, the conflict, is determined by that player and allows them to set up the scene as they wish. However, the outcome of the scene is determined by the other players, who will choose either to give a positive die, a good outcome, or a negative die, a bad outcome, to give to the player during the scene or at the end of the scene. The player must accept the outcome, acting out or narrating the events accordingly. If the player chooses to resolve, then they determine whether the outcome of the scene is positive or negative, whilst the other players set up the contents of the scene. At the end of a player's turn, they select another player and give the person the outcome die that they received during the scene. After each player has 2 scenes and half the dice pool is exhausted, Act 1 ends. What we're going to do now, we're going to play Act 1. We're going to go around twice, so we'll have 2 scenes each. Ideally, it will be with someone you have a relationship with, but if you want to do something else, like someone across from, like just have a meeting, that's fine. There's 2 ways to do a scene. There's establish and there's resolve. So establish is where you establish a scene straight off. So you say where you are, who you're with, and what you're trying to get out of that scene. If you're establishing a scene, then the other people in the group can decide whether the outcome is good or bad for you. And what I'll say is that the big dice indicates a good outcome, and the small dice is a bad outcome. I'll do an established one first, and then I can talk about a resolve one in a second. It's the day after the accident, where we've lost all the tour people, and I'm going to Matt, to Tom Newton, to explain what's happened.
Newton.
And talk to him about what's happened, and I'm a bit frazzled and stuff, but I hope you will calm me down, and we'll see how that goes for me. So, Tom, I need to speak to you.
Peggy,
Yeah.
it's great to see you. I can't find Charis anywhere.
We've got big...
Charis.
Oh, you don't know your spouse's name.
I haven't seen her in months. I've forgotten what she looks like.
Listen, small problem.
How small? How small are we talking?
I'd say it is 2 snowmobiles worth small.
Did you lose the snowmobiles?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. With insurance?
And the people on them, but I'm sure they're fine. It's been 12 hours. They should have survived the night, right?
No, but the storm's still going outside.
Oh, shit. Well, what can we do?
You know, it's going to be fine, because I'm going to pull out this black and white photo. Remember, this is us. This is us. We're gonna pull it together.
Okay.
All right, it's a lucky photo. Let's.
What are we going to do?
We're gonna go out there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna find them, because my wife doesn't care or know where I am. So let's
okay,
go.
We'll do it
let's
together.
Go. And like when I rescue these people,
yeah,
she's gonna love me again.
Oh, if you're sure. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's more important to save the people and like make sure the penguins are okay.
It's a consolation prize.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, so
we're gonna be brave. Let's go. Cool.
Okay.
Jump on my snowmobile.
Done. All right. End the scene.
Into the storm.
So what's that?
You specified. We're still raging.
So,
Great job, guys.
that's good. So you guys can decide, even whilst we're talking, like whether that was a good outcome for me or a bad outcome.
I think because the storm is still going, that's pretty bad. But you do have his help, which I guess is good. He hasn't just gone.
So which would you say? Would I get a big?
Are you
dice?
going with him?
Well, I
Because I think that's a bad life decision.
I think the worst outcome here is just that they all die, and I guess at least this way you're trying to save them.
Yeah, my aim is to get help, basically, or to do something
You've
about
achieved
it.
that. You've got,
So I'll take that. All right, so I will take a positive die, but in Act 1, I give it away to someone. But I'm going to give it to Matt, because you actually played on that very well, so you have that.
Aw.
That's one. So Matt, it's now your scene. You could either continue it with me or do something different, or talk to...
Can it happen before the scene we've just
Yes,
done?
absolutely. It can be a flashback, can be anything. Alternatively, you can say, I want to have a good outcome, and this is what I want. And then we can establish where you are, what's happening, and stuff like that. And then you get
a good outcome to the scene we've just done together, or
Doesn't
a good
matter.
outcome
So for example, you say, I want the outcome to be good in the sense of I find my spouse, or I will have a really good day together, or, something like that. And so you'd have the die already, but then we would set it up properly. Like we would say where you are, what you're talking about, and then you'd have the scene there. Or you could say, I want to have a bad outcome or something, so then we would set it up. So it's either established, which is what we just did, or resolved.
No, I think I'll establish. So I've gone back from my shift, and I'm
Yep.
looking around the museum in the Antarctic, which I work at.
Yeah.
In conjunction with the penguin colonies of Antarctica, and I can't find Charis anywhere.
Okay, so what?
It's been months, and
So are you trying to? Who are you having the scene with? Is it with?
can I jump in if I want to?
Yeah,
I guess I've been wandering around the halls for hours.
So are you having it with Karis, or are you having it
I guess I'm having it with Karis.
Karis. Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. So what's your aim for the scene? What are you trying to get out of
Just to gain her respect.
this? Gain her respect. Sounds good. All right, scene.
Karis,
Oh, Tom.
where have you been?
Oh, I've just been.
It's been months.
Oh yes, when you're playing cards. Oh, that's Irish. Crap.
Gambled away
Why
the
the-
accent.
Why the poker face, Tom?
It's not. It's just my angry face.
Don't you want to hold me, Tom?
I don't. You smell. Have you been in a den for 3 months?
Just the seal blubber, Tom.
The seal blubber. You've been clubbing. Where have you been? I followed the divorce papers months ago. I haven't seen you.
I've been with my friend Jeremy.
The fuck is Jeremy?
You know Jeremy. He cooks us our meals, and he plays cards and dice. And
I've been busting my ass for months.
I'll bust your ass, Tom. Come on, let's go now.
No, I work.
Take me to your bed, Tom.
No, I've got to get back. I brought you here.
Okay,
Come watch me
I'll
work.
go play some more cards with
No,
Jeremy.
come watch.
Good or bad?
What? It's cold, Tom.
Don't you want to see me in action?
Oh, I do, Tom. Oh,
go
let's
see
just
the penguins.
take off that
Good.
shirt.
No, it's cold.
I don't understand. What are we doing, Tom?
We're going to go see the penguins.
Oh, do we have to?
We're going to go see Peggy. She's going to show us around.
Oh, I don't like Peggy. You've got that photo of her, and it makes me jealous.
This is my lucky photo.
Whoa!
This is my first date. This is the proudest moment. After I married you, of course.
Oh, hi, Tom. I'm a little bit hurt.
No, but I love you.
I do want to have sex with you very bad.
But I don't want sex. I want love. I want the whole thing.
We appear to be at an impasse.
I'm not just a...
No, not kidding. I love you
chest.
really, Tom. But I also love to gamble with Jeremy.
Well, take a bet on me. Come on.
Oh, excellent. As the outcome, even though that was great, Matt, the outcome wasn't great for you. So you get. You didn't do what you wanted. So, no, but you can give this die away to someone else on the table. But that was great.
Can I get points for that almost Irish accent I was pulling off?
When? Yeah. So who are you giving it
Well, it's
to?
going to be anyone.
Could be anyone.
You've just ruined my marriage. So.
Oh, I wasn't even there.
I flashed a photo and she wasn't impressed.
Karis.
Alright, I'm gonna go find Jeremy.
Find Jeremy. Yeah.
We're gonna play some dice.
Okay, you're establishing a scene. What do you want out of the scene with
I
Jeremy?
want those candid photos because he's refused to sleep with me,
Yep.
and I need some release.
Yep.
So those candid photos of the director.
Yep.
And it's also partly to get back at him for having his photo of Peggy.
It's not even candid.
Perfect.
I think we're really misunderstanding candid photo, but I'm rolling with it.
Yeah,
Just
roll
'cause
over.
it fits
Well,
my
they're
character.
like, yeah. Well, candid means that it's just been taken
When they weren't looking.
Yeah, or it wasn't planned. So it could be whatever you want. So,
Either way,
Why do I have these?
that's a really good question, Jeremy.
well, we can find out in the scene then. So whereabouts? Like, have you gone to the kitchens then, and you're going to? You just getting from work?
Kitchen's can be like a gambling den.
All right.
Oh, Jeremy, roll the dice, Jeremy. Roll them.
What game are we playing, Karis?
We're playing dice. You roll the dice, and I get the candid photos. You've been
Okay.
hiding them from me, Jeremy.
Odds or even then?
Oh, I take a 29. Roll them, Jeremy. I feel my luck today. It's
No, it's lower than 29.
Oh,
Alright.
today's not my lucky day.
Alright then, well, in that case, I'm going to need to know how you're going to get me into the room that we talked about. That's my win, that is.
Oh, best of 29. Aye, that's how
No.
we've always played, Jeremy.
No, this has been going on for months now. I need to know what's in that room.
Ooh, if we're talking about needs, then maybe we just have a little exchange.
That's not how gambling works, is it?
Oh no, Jeremy, you're quite right. But well, very well.
I'm going to have to ban you from the group if you don't start delivering what you promise.
But then it'll be you rolling dice by yourself.
It was like that before you came here. It can be like that now.
Oh, Jeremy.
All right. End scene there. Unfortunately, Ben, I don't think it ended well for Karis. But you can give away your dice in this act. So who would you like to give it to?
How are we just playing dice? Great.
I'm glad it was just a generic dice game. How much do you roll?
29.
You didn't roll that much.
Alright, this is gonna go to you, my friend.
So go to Matt.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
What are you doing, Chef?
Oh god.
So
I
again,
don't
you
know.
could do another scene with Karis or with me. This could all be flashbacks. So the scene I had with Matt could be like this, and then like 2 hours ago, or whatever.
I'm trying to figure out what I think is in this room. It doesn't have to be what's in there, it's what I think is in there. So
Yeah, you don't know
directs my motivation quite a bit, what
Yeah.
I think is in there.
So background scene where you're like, just sort of working out what it is and being like, I want it.
Well, I could see Matt coming out of that room, and then
that's
you just
how I
won't
would
tell
know.
me what's in
Nice.
there.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, we can have a scene together.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is establishing why I want to know what's in there. So the outcome's not going to be that I get to know what's in there, because the outcome is going to be I go away dissatisfied.
Because in Act 1, you still give away your dice to someone.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter so much in this one, but
I would
you have
like
that choice
to
to do.
become curious about room B142.
So you're seeing Matt coming out of this room.
Yeah, and it's not
What's
a
he
tour.
doing?
It's
Testing
not.
himself.
It's not a tour guide's room.
Yeah.
It could be. I don't know where it would be. What would Matt have
It could
to
be
do?
like so this place could be on the outskirts of the station. So again, it's really weird that he would be there. Why is he not with the rest of the tour guides? Why is he not doing?
With-
Yeah,
Bodies.
during training, during your guys' training, because you've just arrived and been training, and I've been here for a while, like cooking, and I want to know why you're in that room and why you're not with the tour guides.
Okay.
Sorry, what are you doing coming out of there?
Jeremy
You're new
Milas.
here. You're new here.
Yeah, sort of. Yes. Hello. I'm just locking up. Lock.
But that's
Lock.
that's not a tour guide room.
I know. That's why I'm locking it. I shouldn't be going in there. It's
Sorry, has your supervisor allowed?
There place or yeah. Just let me finish locking
You're not
this
my
door.
supervisor.
how can I help?
You know, I don't think you were meant to be. What was in there?
It's a room with some stuff.
People?
It's cold. Nah, not anymore.
I've been here for 10 years.
Sheriff Jeremy. Yep, good. I'm
and-
familiar. Cooking. Great job, by the way.
I've been here for 10 years, and I've never been so
And you don't know what's in this room.
disrespected by a young tour guide.
I'm
like
young.
you.
I'm like twice your age.
Are you? Sure. Yes.
He looks
you
very
are.
young.
You look well. You're doing.
don't know.
You're doing very
Build
well for
Thank
for,
you. It's-
for 60.
So this moisture from the snow keeps me fresh. You know, we don't get sun. There's no wrinkles or anything. You should try it. You're like
just
it's like
arrived,
the opposite of tan. Shut up.
I've been here for 10 years and I'm 30. So I don't know how he's doing.
How did you get here? He says in his
To this room.
No,
This is the,
to Antarctica
I was greatly admired by the deputy director.
at 20.
At 20, I used to cook for her in her local restaurant, and she brought me out here when she came out here.
It's quite an achievement. It's quite an achievement.
I could, have you not tasted my food?
Oh, I'm very.
No, stop! No, stop distracting me.
Oh, I'm being called. Oh, Tom. Oh, I think it's my wife. I've been looking.
What's in that
Oh,
I think like you did achieve your goal, so you are curious from it. So I'd say that's a
It's a
good
win for you.
win outcome. But you've got to
Okay.
give that dice away though in this act.
Okay, Matt can have it.
Because he's just gonna have it.
Well, I don't know why I have any reason to give one to anyone else. She's been a dick to me. He's being
I'm
suspicious.
your boon companion. We had one little tussle, but like one little kerfuffle, one little tiz.
You-
no, it's
you owe
Matt's
her
got
money.
it.
No. Okay, so we all had one scene.
Are there people in there? Not anymore.
Alright, my second scene, my last one of this act, I am going to resolve. I want the outcome to be good, so I'm going to take this for now. I kind of want to make something with Jackie at least. So sort of something maybe about the accident, but what do you guys think? What could be the scene? So our relationship is that we are the sole survivors of that accident with the snowmobiles.
Maybe when the accident happened, you resolved with each other to never tell anyone. But then you've now broken that by telling your tour guide friend.
Okay. I've told Tom about the accident and stuff, but now I need to reassure Jackie that everything's going to be fine. I've got it all sorted.
Okay.
So I guess that's
This
what-
is after you've talked to him.
Yeah, I would say, I'm on the way to speak to you. How about that?
Okay.
Chef. Look, I've sorted it.
There are prying eyes everywhere.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
Come into the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay. This is a
Oh,
private room for
you've
my
got-
special habits.
Yeah, you've got all your dice set out. Do you
No,
want it? Okay.
it's fine.
Okay.
Just what do you have to say?
Okay, look. I think I've solved the problem. I've told Tom.
You told someone.
I did, but it's good. It's good because he's going to come out there. We're going to find those people. We're going to find the snowmobiles.
They're going to be dead by now.
I'm sure. He said they'll be fine.
You killed 2 children and their parents.
No, okay, I've got it sorted. So you don't need to worry anymore.
Children don't survive storms well.
We don't take any under
I don't
18s.
want anything else to do with this?
Okay, don't worry. Look, your hands are clean of this. I've got it sorted. I was just wanting to let you know.
Well, don't speak of it anymore.
Okay.
I don't want anyone knowing I was involved in this.
Okay.
I've been here for 10 years, caused no trouble.
Okay.
You bloody tour guides show up, you're going in secret rooms and you're losing children. When this was a scientific basis was good and we start showing people around, people are complaining about the food.
Look, do you want the photos back? Because I've still got them as a deputy director. Do you want them back? Clearly you're not happy with me right now.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want anything more to do with you. Just give me the photos and we're done.
Alright, here. I don't know why I kept them on me. Okay. I still have to give it away. I'll give it to you actually, because that was quite good. Matt, next scene.
I would like a positive resolution for us rescuing the kids.
Alright, what can we think of a location then for that? And how would that come about?
So we talk about Game of Thrones style, where there's an ice field, rocks sticking out of the ice in the middle of this icy lake are the survivors clinging to this rock.
Yeah.
And as you take your first step onto the ice lake, it starts to crack. And you're like, oh boy.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
that's scene.
So we escaped to the snowmobile, the ice all cracked, and then the ice is now refrozen over during the storm.
Yeah, sure. You start snowmobiling onto it, and you're like, oh no, the snowmobile can't take it. So you leave snowmobiles at the side, get onto feet.
If one of you wants to play a survivor as well, to chip in at any point. Just to so it's not just us two talking.
Can you play?
Hey! Hey! You left us here!
Peggy, I think they want you.
I don't know what to do. The ice is cracking underneath us. We can't go further on the snowmobile.
You weigh like 90 pounds. It's fine. You go ahead, and here's this rope.
Okay. You're so well prepared.
I am.
Hurry up!
Yeah.
All right. Start walking onto the ice.
Okay.
Our children are dying of cold.
I think this one's already dead!
Faster, Peggy.
Okay,
It's all right. Oh man.
Oh, Malcolm, you didn't deserve this.
It's cracking really hard.
Okay, keep it tight. Keep it tight. Children, climb on this rope and
Malcolm's unconscious.
Okay, untie yourself. You're on the rock now, yeah?
Okay,
Yep.
I'm on the rock.
You're on the rock now. Tie up Malcolm.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Gonna
my
drag.
child!
Shut up. Malcolm.
Okay.
Shh, you're safe. All right. Here's the rope.
Are you a doctor, sir?
Yes.
Our child is safe, the doctor said so. Oh, he's not got hypothermia. I was really scared when I saw that his lips were blue and his face was
All right. Can you gag her?
I think that's the last one. Oh no, this seems to slip and fallen. Oh no, they're unconscious too.
Well, we can't put them all in the snowmobile. Oh, it's a shame. All right, let's go back.
All right, scene.
Get across.
3 out of 4.
All right, you gotta give that positive die away though, unfortunately.
Are you going to ask us how we survived the night in the cold?
That'll be possibly
It's
next
a great
scene.
story involving blubber.
Karis, what are you doing for your final scene in Act 1?
Ooh, Karis, what is Karis doing?
So you had that scene with Chef. You had that
Alright.
previous flashback scene with your husband. Currently, we're not at the base, but you could do another flashback if you want, or you could see us coming back to base, or
I want to. I have a need
Yeah?
for my estranged spouse to. I don't need to do that at this point, do I? I have a need for my
Yeah.
estranged spouse to sleep with me.
yeah.
So I'm aware that he's gone out on some sort of mission. I'm unaware of what that is, but I'm going to position myself naked
Yeah.
on his bed.
Perfect.
And I'm establishing the scene of him walking in, and I'm going to be there,
Perfect.
waiting for him.
Excellent.
You should walk in holding a blue child, we'll get him warmed up.
Hey, big boy.
Move! This child's dying. It's all right, little Timmy. Malcolm. It's all right, little Malcolm. It's great to see you. All right, just give me some hot water for this kid. They're very blue. Come on.
I like it, Tom.
Great, use your warm body. Here, take Malcolm.
Come, Malcolm.
Bring the other one.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
This child, this one was
Oh,
screaming.
there's more people.
Oh my
Take-
God, Karis! Oh gosh.
It's fine. Here, I'll take my shirt off. It's all right.
Oh,
It's skin to skin. It's warmth, right? That's how this works.
but you're now both shirtless. I ain't gonna have to leave. I'm so sorry.
But Peggy, what about the photo?
Was in the shirt that's on the ground now.
to my children?
It's all right.
Who is this woman? I'm nestling Malcolm in my bosom. For warmth.
Oh, look, Malcolm's alive.
Oh, Malcolm.
Oh, my sweet child!
Here you go, Mrs. Malcolm.
That did not end well for Karis. We can clearly say that did not go the way she wanted it to go.
That was great, but you've got to give away that dice, though.
So, I'm going to give it to Jeremy.
Yeah! What did I do? Excellent. Final scene.
Yeah.
Final scene. This time, It's like the last die, so we can determine again if it's good or bad,
Okay.
regardless if you want to resolve or establish. So what would you like to do as Jeremy?
I'm going to go and confront Karis about her debt to me.
Okay. So what you're hoping to get out of confronting her?
I would like her to get me access to the room that she said she'd get me access to, because I've won so many rounds of this game and she keeps on avoiding me, and I'm done with it. Jeremy's a bit at the end of his tether after the past 2 days. Wants to be done with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Final scene.
I guess I'm going to your room.
Oh, Jeremy.
Don't! Oh, Jeremy me! You owe me 5 games worth of passwords to that door, and you haven't even given me one, and there only is one, so it's very easy. Just square your debt with me, and we'll be done.
Oh, Jeremy, don't shout so. I've just been looking at those candid photos. I'm in such a good mood.
What candid photos?
The ones, last time
What? Those were in my pocket a second ago.
last time we gambled, I thought that you just left them lying around.
Are you haven't won a single round of this against me in 3 weeks. Like, I called the beginner's luck at the start, and then you just went down, and you owe me that locked door being open.
The way you say it like that, I guess I must.
Now, you've been on this base for long enough. Your bloody husband brought you along because he was a tour guide. And you know, they're not allowed
like that.
They're not allowed +1s, those tour guides, but I've been quiet about you being here, and if I don't get where I want to go sooner rather than later, I'm going to get you thrown off this base. You just here.
Okay.
You think junior tour guides are allowed a +1?
I thought we were friends, Jeremy.
We were friends until you broke the Gambler's Pact.
I thought gambling was just a bit of fun.
Or was it a bit of fun when you stole those photos, was it? Did you have a bit of fun with those?
I really did.
Oh, I bet you did. Well, I'm going to have a bit of fun with that door. So get me inside it.
I will lead the way then. Let us proceed.
Right, good.
Yeah.
Finally.
There we go. You still have to give away that dice, the positive dice at the end of that.
Karis needs some dice.
Will our players ever manage to save the stranded children? Will Karis and Tom ever get back together? And what is in that locked room in B142? Find out next time on What Am I Rolling? The What Am I Rolling podcast was created, recorded and edited by me, Fiona Howat. This episode's players were Matt Bateman, Ben Honey, Jackie Woodburn and Fiona Howat. This episode's RPG one-shot was Fiasco by Jason Morningstar, independently published by Bully Pulpit Games. Find out more about Fiasco and buy your own copy on the Bully Pulpit Games website. That's bullypulpitgames.com. The theme music was 8-Bit March by Twin Musicom of twinmusicom.org, licensed under a Creative Commons 4.0 license. If you want to find out more about the podcast, check out the website www.wairpodcast.com. Fancy getting in touch? Email us at whatamirollingpodcast@gmail.com. Follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at WAIR_podcast for the latest news on upcoming episodes. Remember, adventurers need not apply.